How are you guys? Put my rings on. I feel really naked. This might be a bit weird seeing me with like barely any makeup. Being so transparent, I just didn't have time. I was like, I'm gonna be so late and the auction ends soon, so like I gotta go live now. Anyway, chat. The auction. It's gonna die soon. It's leaving. No, oh my god, it's gone. This is here like the last 20 minutes. It won't extend. To win, dip the hoodie. But other than that, how are you guys? How are you doing? On a scale of 1 to 10, how are you guys doing? Let me know. While I get flashbangs. There is a lot happening today, and I wish I could sit here and tell you that I have the energy for even half of it. 12. Damn, Aiden won the lottery. The fuck? Okay. Let's do this. Let's fucking do this. There's a lot of 7s. To be honest, those are high ass numbers. Hold on. Let me pull up my chat arena. My bad. Wait, these are high numbers. Okay, we're fine. You literally don't even need to be. I may as well just end the stream. Like you don't even need to be here for real. I'm playing. I need to be here. I need to fucking be here. Okay. Let's lock in. We gotta do makeup. And then I gotta take a British citizenship test, which I'm gonna fail, despite living here. Chat, you can get... This is a banger, but I don't want to listen to it right now. What was I listening to the other day? Let's just put on like a house mix. Oh no, not that kind. Not this kind either. Don't give me remixes. Give me like actual fucking house, please. Sorry, chat. Very improvised stream today. So busy. Sure, why not? Okay, chat. For once you have control over what my makeup is like. What do I go for? Are we feeling eyeshadow, eyeliner, obscure? I've been feeling obscure lately. I've been feeling like doing like a fuck ass looks, like just random. So maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Also, my hair is still here. I didn't get a haircut. It's just in a little thing. Do I just like pick shit up and do it? Or do I not do anything? Do I just not wear makeup this stream? My hair's getting in the fucking way. What if I just bareface? I'm naked. What if I just be naked? Okay, I don't know about that. Hold on. Pause. Oh, I haven't pinged anywhere. Hold on. Hold on. So, today, let me structure this out for you. Also, mostly for myself. We're gonna do a little bit of waffling while I do my makeup. And then I'm gonna take a citizenship test. And then we're doing an awareness segment. We're doing a diabetes awareness segment. I prepared a PowerPoint presentation. And we're getting the wonderful Ross Cumber on stream to explain to us more and answer questions and things and stuff, because I was not able to partake in Build by Build, but I still want to raise awareness about diabetes because it is very important. So we'll be doing that as well. Lots to do. Also, literally no one has answered my question. So when I ask how you are, you want to talk with the one, I go, what do I do today? No one answers. Are you not already a British citizen? I am, like, by default, because I was born here. But En mi corazón yo soy español, ¿sabes? Like, I'm Spanish at the end of the day. That's my culture. I know nothing about British history because I have no reason to. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't study that in school. They didn't teach us anything but the Spanish stuff. So why would I know any of that? So basically, I'm gonna flunk this test. But surely it's fine. There we go. That's a bit more normal. There we go. That's a lot better. I don't look like a tomato. I'm gonna do obscure because no one's fucking answering me. Are you even here? Hello? Can you imagine if I'm like, is anyone even home? Okay. Ooh, I have an idea. I'm just gonna go fucking crazy. Give me that. I'm getting all my color eyeliner out. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. What kind of questions are this is? I have no idea. I saw Ollie Heike Hate Me do this and I went, this is fun. As in, I saw the notification. I didn't watch him do it or anything, so I legitimately have no idea. I'm hoping it's kind of fun. I'm hoping it's not just like, who was the prime minister in 1995 to 2003 or some shit. I hope it's not that because I won't know any of that. I know about the politics nowadays because I have to kind of take part in that as someone that lives here and also wants to keep all the rights I possibly can. But back then, I wasn't even born. Like, what do I know? Politics are very important. You shouldn't be stupid like I am. But again, I know about Spanish politics, not British politics. I have no reason to know about British politics. I did this the other day. I'm thinking about doing like a circle around my eye. And maybe it's like a crosshair. Or what was I going to do earlier? Let's do, I'm just gonna fucking go crazy. Let me just go nuts. Let me just, my mirror's here. Okay. Ah, I need to rest my elbow. This is so me when I don't take my own advice. My advice to everyone that wants to do makeup is rest your elbow, but then on stream I can't because it covers everything. What if I just... Yeah, that works, I guess. Or not. I wish I could sit here and give you interesting stories today. But all I did was work. I bumped into a few friends at the supermarket, and that's literally all that's happened to me today. It's been very, very boring. Actually, some people, fucking, I went outside of my house to, like, just get some air, and, this couple walked past me as I was just dramatically stood at my doorstep, and they went, "Excuse me, do you know if this parking's free? Like, the parking in the area?" And I went, "I don't know, I don't drive." And they burst out laughing. What? They burst out laughing. And I can't even drive. They literally just, fucking assholes, basically. I was gobsmacked. I was proper gobsmacked. Why are you laughing? And then when they started laughing, I went, I'm 19. As in, like, I'm 19 years old. I don't need to know how to drive in this city full of buses. In the great era of buses, and if not, Ubers. It was just really, oh my god. That's so loud. Oh my god, I'm gonna have a panic attack. Thank you, Spooky, for the bid. How do I turn that down? I need that turned down right now. Hold on. I'm gonna start tweaking! Okay. I think I got it. And then get rid of that. Oh, actually, I can. Where's miscellaneous? Oh, it's muted. Okay, turn it down. There we go. I should be quieter. Jesus. Then apologize just because I hate asking questions to wrong people. No, they laughed like at me. We can't hear it? Oh. Yeah, because it was muted. My bad. That was really loud for me. You can probably hear it through my headphones. It's fine. It just goes ska-ching. Chad, there's less than 10 minutes. Holy blurb. There's less than 10 minutes to take her away. It's time for war, I hope. War is always nice in auctions, because money goes out. Okay, anyway, let me focus on makeup, because I would actually like to end the stream today, as in at some point. Let's just... Oh, I didn't realize how uneven that other one is. Oh well, whatever. Yeah, they just... I'm fine with being laughed at in certain ways, because I am a bit stupid, but... You're laughing at a 19-year-old living in Brighton for not driving a car. I don't really know what's wrong with you. Also, let me say this much. You know what? Never mind. That kind of doxes me, so let's not. Oh, these are grown adults, by the way. Driving lessons aren't cheap. You know what's even less cheap? Fucking car insurance for young people. That's not cheap. So why would I? Oh, man. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with this. Oh, wait, it was really loud for me because I have the website open. I see. I see. It's kind of funny if I just left it like that, to be fair, but I'm not gonna. Car insurance and maintenance is never cheap. Yeah, just... That's what I mean. Like, if I move to some obscure location where I'm gonna need a car, I'll be sure to get my driver's license before I move. But right now, there's no reason. Anyway, we've been talking about car insurance too much. No one gives a fuck. What else? I've been missing Spain. It's also been stupid hot. I couldn't even sleep last night. But yet I miss the very hot country I come from. My sister just called me emo Harry Potter. I fear she clocked you. I fear your sister just clocked you. Meow, meow. Do I have any white stickers? No. Then I don't care. She gagged you, I fear. I don't really want to use any normal eyeliner for some reason. I don't know, I'm just not feeling it. Is there anything on this? I don't think so. I said I would go nuts, but this honestly, in some fucked up way, feels complete just because if I take one more step, I'm gonna have to take 5 more. I don't want to wear mascara. Oh! Wait. Oh, actually, I'll do it on this side. Wait, hold on. I have an idea. How much? 5 minutes! Wait. The idea should be the promo that this is ending. Ah. Fuck my life, bro. Why is it still loud? Why is it still so loud, bro? And thank you. Oh my god. Need a compilation of me fucking jumping out of my skin at this point. Oh my god. Ah! Yeah, Anne seems pretty. Whoa. Anne seems pretty determined to get this. I don't know though. I don't know if someone else, if some lurker with money is gonna come in and snipe it. Oh, ow, that hurt. ¿De qué te disfrutaste? Así me viste. Or is Anne taking this home? Anne has like the most Anne has the most items out of like anyone. Anne has the bunny, a commission, and now perhaps this, unless someone wants to take it. The dramatics, the drama, the drama, the drama. You want to scan this so... Oh my god. At this point, it's going to Anne, surely. Nine seconds. I'm holding on. Usually never know. 4, 3, 2, 1. Anne! It's all yours, Anne! Congratulations, Anne! If you're here. I don't know if Anne's here. I don't think I've seen Anne say anything. Congratulations! Oh, you're here. Hey, I'm at work. I thought so. I don't want to say I think Anne's at work because that sounds crazy. But congrats! Congratulations! You'll receive an email from me. As usual. As usual. You know the drill by now. Thank you, Anne. I really appreciate it. I'm glad it's going to someone with style. If you know what I am saying. Also, I made that last night on the alt while wine drunk, and it's not even awful. Hello? Oh, it's probably just Max Valley being like, congrats, your thing sold. Good job. Cool. You know what time it is now, chat? I take a British citizenship test. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Okay. I'm gonna, like, this is not gonna go well. I don't even know how to crop this. Why does this always do that? It's so weird. Okay, chat. Now, does anyone here know a lot about British history? If so, I suggest you leave, because it's gonna be really embarrassing. Embarrassing, because I'm about to bow. Okay. Here we go. This first one's pretty easy. What countries does Great Britain refer to? Bang! England, Scotland, and Wales. Bang, bang, bang. For some reason, America just thinks that this means England. This is, in fact, 3 countries. It's a great topic of debate. But here we go. Also, this is the one that an American actress had to take to marry into royalty. Meghan Markle had to take this. So if I pass this, it means that I just simply I have to marry a royal. And then in true royalist style, have intercourse with one of my siblings. Because that's what they do over there. I don't have any. I don't have any. I don't have any. I don't have any. I wouldn't have made that joke if I had any. I don't have any. I have a half sister. Okay, we're not even, we're not even like that. She's 2 kids. She's doing great. Oh, which is a fundamental principle. Actually, give me Oh, ow. Which is a fundamental principle of British life. Ignoring your neighbors. Participation in community life. Oh, that one's boring. It's probably going to be that one. Actively supporting your local football team. You'd think so. Eating fish on a Friday. It's going to be this one because it's really gay. Yeah. Which colonies of the British Empire decided to declare their independence in 1776? American. Which of the following is a British overseas territory? I hate these terms so much. I hate these terms so much. Because England, or like Britain, took over a bajillion million trillion things. So when it's like, which of these is one of their territories? Not colonies or anything, it's just a territory. It's like, oh god fucking damn it. Solomon Islands, Australia, Malta, Falkland Islands. It's this one because I know what the other three are. Okay, cool. Who do we colonize and enslave? I hate this place. Who built the Tower of London? William the Conqueror, Winston Churchill, Oliver Cromwell, or Queen Elizabeth II? I don't know. This sounds like something Winston Churchill would do, but I don't even know what the Tower of... What's the Tower of London? I don't actually know what the Tower of London is. Does anyone know what the Tower of London is? I know the London Eye. As far as I get. What the fuck is the Tower of London? Oliver Cromwell. Oh. Well, do you have any advice on how to start streaming? Quit while you can. Have fun. Just do whatever you want. If you're not trying to make a career out of it, in which case, quit while you can. Just have fun. Take this test. It'd be great for a stream. Falkland Islands. They're called Malvinas. I'll die in this hill. Argentinian. Oh, it is Argentina. Mira. What do Sir William Golding, Seamus Heaney, and Harold Pinter have in common? Are these authors? They're part of the first expedition to the North Pole. They're all famous British athletes. They've all been prime minister. They've all... Okay, well, that one makes sense, doesn't it? Oh, my God. Imagine if it was that they have all been prime ministers. I'd start crying. I would start crying. St. Andrews a... Scotland! Scotland! Now that's something I have in my blood. In everyday language, people may say rain, stop, play. With which sport is this phrase associated? Oh, fuck. Okay, not football, because they don't stop in football. I don't know about rugby, but I imagine they wouldn't stop either. Horse racing. I think I've seen a horse race in the rain. Cricket. I think it's cricket. I've never seen cricket, ever. Not that, I'm not like, I haven't seen cricket during the rain. I've just never seen cricket. Oh my god. Wait, why am I killing this? Wait, why am I killing this? Who has to pay national insurance contributions? Me, unfortunately. Everybody in the UK who's in paid work. I think it's this one. Single people with no dependents. People who work full time. All those aged 50 and below. This one? Oh, thank God. What is a responsibility that you will have as a citizen or permanent resident of the UK? Using your car as much as possible. Looking after the environment. Keeping an allotment. What does this mean? What's allotment? Uh-oh. Should I be doing this? I'm carrying my electric scooter up the house and Scotland. Allotment is property? Oh. Visiting your local pub regularly. You think it's this. You know, the state of this country, you think it's this. It's obviously going to be this because it's the gay one. Why is 1986... I'm a feminist. Where is the UK Parliament based? Westminster! I know this because this is pretty much... Have you guys ever seen a video? I think... I assume... you have. Of the UK Parliament, like... the politicians speaking. Will the honourable gentleman please do me the honour of being quiet? Order! Order! Have you guys ever witnessed that? Witnessed the politics in the country that I live in? Please tell me you have. If you haven't, I need to show you. It's absolutely ridiculous. I avoid it. Wish I could. One of my friends is a political nut job. In which part of the British Empire did the Boer War of 1899-1902 take place? don't know anything about the Boer War, but I know... Okay, this is the 1900s. I don't think it would have been India. Not Canada. I don't think it would have been Australia. The wishes are cut off? Oh, whoops. I don't think any amount of thinking is going to help me here because I know what I know. Ah! I was messing when I said I was going to flunk this. I'm killing it. I'm literally killing this shit. I am actively murdering this test. Which of the following is a famous Stone Age site in the UK? Stonehenge, Windsor Castle, Global Theatre, Nelson's Column. It's not Windsor Castle. I don't know what that is. I don't know what this is. And this has stone in the name. And she apparently failed this test. Meghan Markle apparently failed this. Who invaded England in... Oh, God. Funny enough, I wasn't alive in 1066. I wasn't alive. I don't know any of these names. Canute, Harold of Wessex, Richard the Lionheart, William of Normandy. I don't know any of these names. This is some D&D auto fantasy name generator shit. Richard the Lionheart. Yeah, I wasn't alive when this happened. I had my TV off. William of Normandy. What? I just guessed. I literally just picked the one my mouse was closest to. What the fuck? Ay, Dios mío. Maybe they want me here. Maybe they're like, okay, just let it pass. Just let it pass. We need more streamers in this country. No, we don't. What happened in 1215? Okay, I was alive here. To change the powers of the king. Magna Carta. The Black Death. No. The Reform Act. That's not very specific. The Domesday Book. What? I guess I can't use Google because I have no idea what Magna Carta is. It's not the Black Death. Isn't this the wrong time period for the Black Death? I'm pretty sure. The Reform Act doesn't sound like something that would happen. Okay, let's metagame this. The Reform Act doesn't sound like something they would do in 1215. The Domesday Book, I don't know what that is, but that sounds likely because they love a good book, and Domesday is not a word that I hear now. Magna Carta. I simply don't know. I'm gonna go with Domesday Book. Should have gone with the funny sounding one. That's a joke. God! It's okay. I'm still killing it. What is Magna Carta? Can someone... I'm just gonna look it up. I'm pissed off now. My streak. I should have probably... I literally know Latin. I probably should have just applied my head. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought it was. What must you have done in order to vote in elections? Register. Period. Name of the... Yeah. Yeah. Register to vote. Guys, register to vote if you can. This country's in shambles, and it needs the young. Which of these is the name of a novel by Jane Austen? Came about in... to give you context, king famous for imprisoning his wife and starving his opponents to death. I don't know Jane Austen. I don't think it's Oliver Twist. I don't know any of these. This one. Oh, shit. How often does Prime Minister's questions occur when Parliament is sitting? It's once a week. I'm woke. Which jubilee did Queen Elizabeth II celebrate in 2012? Okay. Would it be first, second, third, fourth? Or first, second, third, fourth? Oh no, this one. Fuck! God damn it. I was wrong. It's probably first, second, third, fourth. God fucking damn it. God fucking damn it. What are Boof the tiger and She Walks in Beauty? The tiger sounds like a poem. This sounds like a poem. I don't know what this sounds like an album. It sounds like a Berlin artist album. It sounds like I don't know. She Walks in Beauty sounds like a song. But also it's romantic. It's not a novel. It's not a film. It's either a play or a poem. But She Walks in Beauty doesn't sound like a play. I think it's poems. God, I'm good. I need to get, tax exemption for this. I'm gonna send this to them and go, I'm never paying tax ever again, by the way. Just give me a job in Parliament. Just give me a chair. When mark your dog in public space, what must you ensure? Oh, it needs the, yeah. Your dog wears a collar. Okay, what are the other ones, though? That your dog, no, wait, actually, yeah, do tag them. I'm so used to being like, please don't tag them. I'm too accustomed to being scared. The dog does not come in contact with other dogs. That your dog wears a special dog coat. That'd be very cute. But alas. That your dog never strays more than 3 meters away from you. See, if I owned a country, I would make it mandatory that your dog must wear a special coat. But the world does not want that. This one. Yes. What is a fundamental principle of British life? Oh, is it the gay one? The rule of monarch, the rule of law, the rule of upper classes, the rule of your local parliament. Well, none of these are gay, but I guess it's the rule of the law, because if it's any of the other ones, it's gonna be horrible. Realistically, it's this. Realistically, it's this. But it's that. Okay. Which stories are associated with Geoffrey Chaucer? Not a fucking clue, mate. The London Tales. Yes! I thought that would go so much worse than it did. Jesus. I mean, some of them were just like, either guess or use your common noggin. It's like, if I don't know anything about what that was doing then, I think about what the other countries were doing at the time. Time to marry a royal. Time to marry a royal. My hair is in my way. Get out of my face. Wow, I aced that shit for real. I don't think I'll marry any of them. They're all ugly. If I marry them, I have to kill them. Can't be bothered. I just can't. Like the Argentinians, they should do that. That every stolen land should be given back. Let's just abolish the United States of America. Bring back Turtle Island. Okay, chat. I'm allowed to stay. I'm allowed to stay. They were threatening to remove me. Jesus. That was intense. My dragon, what should I name him? Name him... I'm trying to find a really stupid word. Name him Elf. Just name him Elf. It'll be fine. Okay. Be so real with you. I would love to sit here and yap and then do the segment, but I think we're gonna hop straight into the educational segment because my brain is dying, and I would like to do that before my brain dies because I literally have to go all teacher mode on you. And wow, that's loud. Hello. Thank you for the 18 months. Thank you, and thank you again for winning the auction. I really, really appreciate that. Wow, that's really bright. Let me find this. Here we go. Now, wish I could sit here and tell you that I made notes. As in, that this is gonna be perfect. But generally, I think I should be fine. Chat, as you may know. Elf terrible? No. Take away the /J. I fucking hate Elf. I don't like Elf. They discontinued their only good product, which was this, but the snow, or the party version or whatever. I have it here. Hold on. They discontinued the only good thing they've ever made. This was the greatest thing ever. This was literally the greatest thing ever. And they stopped making them. But they kept the blue one. People are selling this on eBay for like 30 bucks each, and I've looked at them and considered to buy them. Like, that's how much I enjoy that product. Anyway, whatever, girl. Girl, whatever. Chat, recently, Build by Build took place, which was a fundraising, fun little event. I don't know a better way to describe it. By, that Ross Cumber made, with help, I assume. But it was to bring awareness and raise money for diabetes charities, or charity. And we will get the donation link when Ross is here. I'm just gonna ping Ross and say hello. Where is Ross Cumber? There you are. Hi. And bear in mind, please, this is gonna be on a very, very basic level, learning about diabetes, because even though I have studied medicine and I practice medicine, I'm not an expert on diabetes. It's not like my, I say my strong suit. I don't specialize in it. It's something like, here's the thing with diabetes. There are so many different types. People only ever talk about diabetes type 1 and type 2. But there are, like, I can see the amount from the textbook that I read in my head. There's a lot. There are a lot of different types of diabetes, and it is so under-researched. You're gonna notice I'm gonna be saying a lot. Scientists just don't fucking know. They don't know yet, because it's so not researched. It's fucked. So, that's why bringing awareness, making everyone aware is very important, because even though you may know there are multiple symptoms, there's a lot. There are a lot of types of diabetes. This is what I'm saying. People don't know this stuff, and it's very weird because diabetes, I'm not gonna sit here and say common, but there's a high percentage of people that live with diabetes. You probably know someone that has diabetes. 1 in chat if you know someone with diabetes, or you are someone with diabetes, and 2 if you don't. Yeah. There you go. Point proven. Right? Jesus Christ. I've yet to see it too. So the least we could do for everyone is, you know, learn the basics. What was the question? 1 in chat if you know someone or you are someone with diabetes. 2 if you don't know anyone and you aren't someone, like if you just have no diabetes in your life. So we're gonna hop into a VC with Ross while I do the presentation, who will intersect, or whatever the word is. And Ross has diabetes type 1 and is a huge advocate for what's the word, like awareness and just education, like just I think education is so important on things that we all clearly live with. So and there will be a little Q&A segment towards the end where you guys can ask Ross questions, and I'll also be asking Ross questions because I have a few. Many family members of mine do, and I had to get a test See if I didn't have it. I had like a scare where I thought I had diabetes because it's in my family, and my vision gets blurry, and I get like the if I have no sugar, which is a bit odd. It's just stuff, but I don't. I got a blood test, and they're like, "No, you're fine." But I thought my glucose was like fucked. Anyway, we'll be learning about that in a second. Hello.
Huh?
That's gonna be
Oh
so
my gosh.
sad if they couldn't hear you and it was just me going, "Hello."
Oh no, no. Well, I'm here now. Thank you
You're
for
here
cooling
now.
with me.
Thank you for taking the time. I appreciate it, Ross. I appreciate it.
Of course, of course.
Let me play something more chillaxed because if I listen to Hyper Nintendo music, I'll pass out. I also have to set up the thing. So if you want to like introduce yourself and like say who you are and all this, go ahead. Go nuts. Go nuts.
Oh my god. Okay, okay. Oh my god. Hi guys. I'm Roz. I play Minecraft. I also do the stream. I like building castles, and I also have type 1 diabetes. I'm super new to type 1 diabetes. I've only had it like 2 years, and for a lot of people, that's very little amount of time. um, so I'm a young diabetic in the scheme of things.
Is that a
I'm
term?
new to it. N-
Now it
I
is.
hopefully, yeah. Yeah. Um, I hope stream has been so good so far.
Yes, it's fun. I passed the British citizenship test, so I'm happy
Oh
to
my
say I
gosh.
will be staying in the country.
That's incredible. That is amazing news.
The questions
So
were
glad.
so weird.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, but what can you do, I guess?
Yes.
Okay, the screen is set up. I've done it. I've only gone and done it.
Oh my gosh, oh my
I
gosh.
have a tiny bit notes. I haven't changed the PowerPoint that I sent you because I just haven't had time and you said it was fine. So,
Yeah, that's fun.
if you want to say your pronouns.
My pronouns? My pronouns?
Oh,
I
sorry.
see sorry, wait, what did you say?
I
Wait.
keep saying pronouns. It's more fun, I guess.
To be honest, I prefer it. Let's change it. For real.
Let's just recreate the whole thing.
Yeah, but I don't mind any pronouns. You can go crazy. You can go silly.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is gonna be so funny because all of the students in chat, or just anyone that makes PowerPoints on Canva that has ever had to do like a like health-based one, is definitely gonna have used the same format that I chose. So, no one laugh at me, please.
It's a beautiful PowerPoint.
Woohoo! Oh my
I
god,
love it.
diabetes. This is what we are gonna be going through. Let me open this up. Do you have stream open? And do you want me to screen share?
I do.
Okay, we're all
I
good.
have it
then.
open. Thank you.
So, we're gonna go over what it is, the types, symptoms, causes, myths, which I think is a very important one. And then we
Yes.
all get to ask Ross questions.
I'm so excited.
Okay, I have to scroll because it's weird like that.
Oh.
Have you ever done a scroll presentation?
Yes, I actually did for build by build.
So
But-
real. Oh, I
Related.
got being able to click. Okay. So, chat, love y'all to death, but I also know that some of you probably are flunking all of your exams. So, I have tried to dumb this down for you so it is all very easy information. And I knew that if I started throwing around the word glucose, some people might not know what that means. So, we're going to start with what is glucose, because that is an extremely important part of this all.
Yes.
So, basically, when you eat food, your body, like, breaks it down, and then the glucose goes into your bloodstream, and then you get energy. It is actually our, like, primary source of energy. Like, without glucose, we tired. We're very
Yes.
EP. We're very EP.
Mm-hmm,
So, when it goes into your bloodstream, it becomes like glucose, which is also referred to as blood sugar. And then it says to your pancreas, it goes, "Hello, I need insulin because I'm too strong. Can you please give me insulin?" And then insulin is a hormone that helps it get into your cells so that you get that energy. Because if it doesn't get into the cells, you won't get the energy, and then you just have glucose, I guess. Um, does that make
Yeah.
sense? If I could
Yes.
just read it and pray it makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I'm actively
If it
taking
helps,
notes.
I understand.
Okay, that's good. If you didn't understand, I'd be like, well, I've done a really bad job. I've done a fucking awful.
It's incredible. It's
Okay.
good. It's good. I feel like one more thing. Obviously you probably won't know. Like we haven't got into it yet. So, um people might not know why it would be relevant, but I think another really important definition to explain is carbohydrates. So, additionally to glucose, carbohydrates turn into glucose because carbohydrates are little bits of sugar, like stuck together, like building blocks, like bits of Lego. Um, and so that's just a definition that relates to this because obviously, if you eat pasta, which is carbohydrate, it's still going to be turned into glucose at the end of it. It just takes a longer time to get broken down. Okay. There you go. Sorry.
Oh, no, 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 you're all good. I was listening so intently. I love the building blocks. Like,
Yes.
I love me a good what's the word? What's the
Example.
word? Yeah, but like
Um,
when it's like a analogy. I love a good
yes, yes,
analogy. Thank you,
yes.
Cosmos. Okay. Now, what is diabetes? Now that we know what glucose is, my face kind of. I'm sorry. If you know, for once, I'm gonna make my face smaller. Huh. There we go. Okay. So, diabetes is a chronic disease that causes blood sugar levels to become too high. And symptoms of having high blood sugar levels include frequent urination, increased hunger and thirst, fatigue, blurred vision, and headaches. And at some point in my life, I had all of these, and I was seriously convinced I had diabetes, but I did not. So if you have all of
Mhm.
these, definitely see what's going on, and especially if you have diabetes in your family. But yeah,
Yes.
because if left untreated, diabetes can cause many complications such as heart disease, strokes, chronic kidney failure, eye damage, and even death.
Mhm, mhm.
Not to scare you.
But
Um,
it's important. It's important.
it's very important. And there are
Mhm.
three main types of diabetes. I was saying earlier, Ross, that there are so many types, but we're gonna go with three main
Yes.
ones.
Mhm.
I got type 1 diabetes, type 2 diabetes, and gestational diabetes. And only 2% of people with diabetes have the other types, but they're just as important and often misdiagnosed. So don't think that it's only 2%. There are definitely more people out there, but they just don't have the diagnosis because welcome to the
Mhm.
world, I guess. Okay.
It's
Oh,
true.
let me make my chat smaller. They're in the way. You're in the way. Get out of the way. Okay. Um, so we're gonna look over the three main types that I just said. We got type 1, which is 10% of diabetic people have this type, such as the lovely Ras. Hello, Ras.
Yes. Hi.
And let me. Well, do you want to explain this, Ras?
Mm. Yeah. Sure. For type one
Yeah.
definition. Okay. So for me, how it was explained to me is okay. So how you get type 1 diabetes is basically a virus triggers it. So if you have it in your genes and you get, for example, COVID or a virus that is, I don't really know, I guess quite strong, or I don't know, just a virus, it can trigger your immune system to kill off the cells in your pancreas that produce insulin. So that's why it's an insulin deficiency, because you can't produce insulin at all. Like those cells can't grow back or be produced again. Um, and so therefore you have to take on the role of your pancreas and do it with the insulin. So I have to make sure every time I eat, I have to carb count everything. And that obviously includes sugar. So carbs and sugar both turn into glucose. So even if I drink a drink, orange juice, apple juice, very high sugar, breads, pastas, basically everything. And if I don't, obviously it can go super high, which is really bad. Or if I have too much insulin, it could go super low, which is also super bad. It says as well, symptoms appear abruptly or gradually. I feel like it honestly it's like a roller coaster, but like forever. like
Oh
um
no.
it's like sometimes you'll slowly feel it going high and you're like, you know what, I'm chilling. But sometimes it'll go super fast, super high, and then you feel rubbish. So it's a thing. As well, I'm sorry, I'm yapping, but
No,
I'm the
no.
diabetes yapper.
This is what we're here for.
Thank you. Um how a lot of people get diagnosed with type 1 diabetes is something called oh no, DKA. I've been saying it wrong this whole time, but it's basically called diabetic ketoacidosis, which is where, because the sugar in your blood isn't being used and turned into energy, it's just sitting there, which means your blood will become very acidic. And because your body's panicking, it's like, oh my god, I need energy, like I need energy. So it will start burning the fats. So that's why a number one symptom of diabetes is being quite underweight or like losing weight very abruptly, because your body is like losing its mind. It's like, what do I do? What do I do? So it will burn the fats, and then eventually it will start burn like attacking your organs, because unfortunately like it, it
That's
it's
what's
so acidic.
left.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's how usually people get diagnosed. That's how I was diagnosed. You basically get incredibly sick. Um and it can be fixed super fast, but it's also obviously very like deadly and everything. So that's why appear gradually or abruptly. If you're feeling a bit off, I guess if you go to the doctors, they can test your sugar and then they can be like, "You're pre-diabetic. Like, um, let's see you in a couple weeks or whatever," or you'll get KDA and it'll be super crazy and intense. Yes, that's the rundown. That's the rundown.
Thank you. That was
Of
definitely a lot better than the
course.
way I explained it, obviously.
No, it's fair.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that COVID was what, like, triggered
Yes.
yours, and I was like, damn. Like, that
Mm-hmm.
must be so crazy to just have everything just like. But I was gonna ask you about that in the Q&A bit, just cause,
Oh, yeah.
like, oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Chat, are we all understanding so far? I'm gonna keep asking you this to make sure that no one feels left behind. Do you understand what's happened? Do you know where you are? Do you know your name? I just start first aiding my chat. Do you have
Oh, it's
anyone you
fair.
could call? Oh,
I think another point is type 1 diabetes is mainly like younger people, which makes a lot of sense because a lot of kids get like the crazy amount of illnesses. So many viruses get passed around. So obviously, like, that's why it gets triggered so early in life, you know?
yeah, and I think it was under 30 is type 1
Yeah, yeah,
most of the
yeah,
time, and then over 40, 50 is type 2,
yeah.
if I remember
Yes,
correctly,
yes.
which I might not be.
I think you are correct.
I hope so. And then type 2, this is about 90% of people with diabetes have this type. My grandma has this type, for example. And this is someone that has an insulin resistance. So this is when the body cells don't like respond to insulin the way they're supposed to. And so the pancreas is like, I guess I'll make more then. I guess I'm just gonna keep making insulin until something happens. Um, but eventually the
Mhm.
pancreas gets tired. It goes, it's not being used properly, and I'm making too much, and I'm tired. I'm gonna retire now. Goodbye. So then you don't produce enough to keep up that standard because now you have an insulin resistance. I think that should
Mhm.
hopefully make sense because that's how I have worded it in my brain. Um, but yeah,
That's
it's when
super helpful
your body's
for
like,
me.
uh, I don't know what this insulin stuff is, and then the pancreas goes, I'll keep making it till you figure it out, and then it never figures it out, and then it stops, basically, because the body can be very
Yeah.
silly. And the same with very similar to type 1, this can be managed with diet, exercise, medication, uh, insulin, and checking blood sugar levels. I think the difference with type 1 mainly is the fact that you can take medication for it that isn't just insulin. There's actual like pills you can take. I think it's hypoglycerin medication.
Mhm.
But that's the nitty gritty. And then these symptoms appear more gradually because you like the pancreas slowly stops producing enough insulin. So you're not going to wake up with type 2 diabetes, but you might slowly notice the symptoms kicking in. Um,
Yeah.
and then there's gestational, which a lot of people don't know about. But 4 to 8% of pregnant women are diagnosed with this. Reminder, that's only diagnosed. Like the amount of pregnant women that don't have this diagnosed, we'll never know. But this is when a pregnant person is insulin resistant because of hormones, because as we should all know, being pregnant is a fucking roller coaster for everything, but especially your hormones. It's a whole stereotype of like, oh, she's just hormonal because she's pregnant. These symptoms thankfully normally disappear after birth, but sometimes they don't, and they also appear gradually. Trashy Panda! Yippee! Thank you for the raid! Welcome to class. Do take a seat. Actually, I forgot to do that. We should all be taking a seat. Are we all sat down? I don't know. People sit. Are we all people sitting? And we can hand out we can all have blankets.
Oh, so kind.
We're people sat. We're people sat. I like my
Yes.
class cozy. My music keeps pausing. I don't like it. You finally decided to join us. Yeah, so basically the body just cannot produce enough insulin to because of a hormone that is from the placenta, which is obviously very much in use when you're pregnant, sorry. So at the end of the day, it's the placenta's problem that then fucks up the hormones that then fucks up the insulin. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we all understand. If not, let me know. I won't bother you being like, do you understand? Let me know if you don't. And here are the causes, which Ross talked about beautifully for type 1. That the exact cause isn't known, but they think. This pissed me off so much. When like something as common, really, as diabetes is like, they don't know. I'm like, okay, can they try a bit harder then? Like, we know so much. Why do we not know this, man? Come on. And they're like, but they think it's genes and environmental factors, viruses, etc. that may trigger it. I think type 1 is more known for being triggered than just appearing, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Whereas type 2 can be more not caused by the person, because that sounds so blamey, but if the person is having too much sugar that their body can keep up with, it can cause type 2. Because the pancreas can't make enough insulin to keep blood sugar levels in a healthy range. That's how you get type 2. But it's not always because of food.
I think that genes play a huge factor as well. I've learned for type 2 as well. Obviously, if it runs in the family, it's like so much more likely that you will have it.
That's why I was worried about possibly having type 2, is because my grandma has it. And I think my grandma on the other side of my family has it, but I don't really talk to her, so I don't really know. I don't really know her like that. But, man, genes just play a factor in everything. It's so annoying.
Yes, it's crazy.
So I don't get a clean health slate when I'm born. What the fuck?
It's unfair.
And then we have gestational, and it's I'll elaborate on this a bit, but it was like observed that pregnant people that were overweight before pregnancy makes them more likely to develop gestational diabetes. And yeah, I mean, this is what I explained a second ago, that during pregnancy, hormone levels change, making it harder for the body to process blood sugar effectively. This makes blood sugar rise. Makes sense.
Yes.
It's math, really. It's math. Okay, symptoms. And then I'll make sure we all understand, and I think the next one is myths. Okay, cool. Symptoms. Type 1, you get abnormal thirst and dry mouth, frequent urination, fatigue, blurred vision, constant hunger, sudden weight loss, and bedwetting. Do you have anything to add, Ross? Is there anything here that you like? And also this.
I feel like it can be. I feel like. Oh, okay. Oh, I feel like this is kind of obvious, but I think some are so much more like prevalent than others. Like, even if you just have one, like I feel like I only had like two of those signs. So it's even if one of them is very obvious or prevalent in your life, like I'd still get checked out and everything like that. Because it's important.
Well, if you don't mind me asking, what were your like
yes
main ones? What were the ones
so for
that made
me,
you go, oh, this is my diabetes?
For me, I was drinking like 3 to 4 liters of water a day, and I was still so
Wow.
thirsty. And I would wake up and my tongue would be completely dry. Like, I'm not even kidding, completely dry. Um, and yeah, it's just crazy. Like, I didn't notice like, yeah, I didn't notice anything else. It was just the thirst for me. It was very
Mm.
I didn't even notice it as a bad thing though. I just thought I was thirsty. So I didn't guess that I had it at all. Um until like I had no idea. And like a lot of my family are doctors as well, and they'd come over and they were like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?"
You're just like,
um
oh, my tongue is so dry.
Literally. But yeah, so
But obviously managing your blood sugar levels, etc., makes you like alleviates that.
yes,
Okay.
yes, very much so.
So when your levels are fine, you don't really notice any of that, or is there any symptoms that are just like always there, no matter how good your levels are, or does it
Um
all get managed? Do you think?
yeah, well, to be honest, every day I wake up and my eyes are super dry. I think that even if my sugar's pretty good during the night, I always,
Get
ever
like
since
eye
I got
drops?
diabetes, no, I actually don't. I should probably do something about that. I just try and like drink as much water when I wake up as possible. Um, but I do think that is the diabetes, that is the sugar.
Mm,
But even if it's like a couple numbers up, then it should be. It seems to be silly like that. Um, and obviously I'm still thirsty, and I guess I'm always tired as well. Maybe it is just all the things.
yeah,
Um,
maybe. I mean, I guess they don't all
mm,
disappear because that'd be insane.
yeah,
But also,
there is
fatigue is
actually.
so common.
Yeah, for real. It's
Um,
so true.
Cora
Um,
asked,
mhm.
can it just be one or two things and not everything you notice? Which I think means
Yeah.
can it just be two symptoms and not all of them? Which, yeah, with most
Um,
things, but you
mhm,
definitely need
mhm.
to have some like if you only have, let's say, fatigue and constant hunger, that can be a million things. Frequent
Yeah.
urination and bedwetting could be a UTI, for example. Like these,
Mhm,
if you just have two of these, the different like studying medicine, you realize that it's just this fucked up game of like how do I describe this? It's just maths. It's like symptom plus symptom equals this, but can also equal this, 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 and this. Um,
mhm.
so just having two symptoms of something, it'll be really hard to pinpoint it because these are all common symptoms of other things. Does that make sense? So I don't know. But if you have any worries about having diabetes, just get it checked out because as Ross described, it can get pretty bad if you don't get checked out.
Yeah. Mhm.
So hopefully you all live somewhere with free healthcare where you can just walk in and go, "Can I have diabetes?
Please.
Diabetes test, please." Um,
Yes.
but with type 2, the symptoms are excessive thirst and dry mouth, frequent urination, fatigue, blurred vision, recurrent fungal infections on the skin, slow healing wounds, tingling or numbness in hands and feet. And I think people have the stereotype almost of people with diabetes always having like swollen, quote unquote, nasty feet. Um,
Mhm. Mhm.
and this is where like the recurrent fungal infections come up, which is very difficult to manage. I work with people that have a lot of problems with their feet and infections on the skin on their feet. And it's not because they're dirty. It's not because they're not trying to manage it. It's just a pain in the ass with type 2. It's
Mhm.
really, really hard. Um,
I
yeah.
think there are some crossovers with type 1. I think slow healing is also for type 1, and I also think tingling and numbness in hands and feet can also be because I had a diabetes scare like before I had diabetes like maybe 3 months or 4 months before,
Right.
where whenever I was gaming I would lose the feeling in my pinky finger all of the time, and I thought, oh, maybe it's just my keyboard, maybe whatever. And then you do the scared Google and diabetes came up and I was like, oh my God, no. And I like freaked out so much. But then it was okay because when I got it, like, I'd already freaked out. So it was like chill.
It was like foreshadowing almost. He was like, "Oh, but
Yeah,
I knew that was gonna happen in episode 5, so
yeah.
I'm not even that
Like
worried."
I'd already stressed, So it was like, okay,
That's
I
so. I respect that so much.
thank you.
Um, yeah. And then I guess gestational, which is increased thirst, frequent urination, dry mouth, fatigue, blurred eyesight, genital itching, or thrush. I'm terrible at saying that word. Um,
That's fair.
yeah. But in general, gestational is more rare, but also I feel like it's easier to know if you have it. Like I looked it up and it was a lot more like it's quite obvious if you get diabetes when you're pregnant, and it's because you get checked so much when you're pregnant, they pick it up quite early too.
Oh,
Um that which is a good thing. I guess if you want to be like get it like an uncommon illness anytime, it's probably while you're pregnant because you're seeing a doctor every 2 seconds. Okay.
mhm.
Now myths. People with diabetes cannot have sugar. Yes, they can. that would be that'd be
Yes.
very horrible otherwise. But they should follow a healthy, balanced diet that is low in fat, salt, and sugar. And I added, everyone should be doing that. So it's not really anything out of the ordinary, obviously.
Yeah.
But they can have sugar. I
Mhm.
I've witnessed this firsthand. Like, around my friends that have diabetes, um, or just like clients or whatever, or service users, whatever. Um, that they'll be like eating something like a sweet or something, and there'll be someone that's a bit more clueless, and I'll be like, "Wait, you can eat that?" It's like, "Oh no, you're right. They can't eat that." And I karate chop it out of the hand and go, "You're not allowed to have a Kit Kat. How could you? If you have
Oh
diabetes, it's gonna
my
kill you." Like, it's just a
God.
crazy assumption. I think it's like, "Oh, your
Mhm.
glucose is kind of messed up. Then no more glucose for you ever."
Oh my God. That would suck. That would
That
suck.
would fucking suck. Also, sometimes, like, my grandma has to have sugar to keep her levels
Yeah, yeah.
balanced because she has a really strange way of managing it. She kind of just ignores her doctors and does whatever she wants. That's where I
Oh my
get it
God.
from. Um, so she will sit there and eat like a little chocolate square because she has to, because that's just how she manages her levels.
Mhm.
Um, yeah. Number 2, people with diabetes are more likely to get sick. While some research may suggest people with diabetes are at a high risk of developing illnesses, there is no conclusive evidence. So we can't walk around saying this as a fact because we don't know that.
Mhm. I think it's stress because your body's working so hard just to like make like use that insulin and like get it like in your bloodstream, like whatever, get the sugar in your whatever. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
it's working hard to focus on that because it knows it's an issue that your immune system kind of isn't actively like, okay, there's a let's absolutely monitor everything that comes in like a person who doesn't have diabetes. I think um having high blood sugar means you kind of can't fight off illnesses as well, like as a say able-bodied person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it happens a lot when you just have any kind of like
Mm-hmm.
disease or condition where your body has to work overtime, that you get sick more because, like you say, it's almost like your immune system's like distracted. It's like, okay, that's
Yeah.
great that we're about to get sick, but I have to keep working on this. So whatever will be, will be.
Mm-hmm.
um, Number 3,
Yeah.
people with diabetes can't cut their own toenails.
That's crazy.
Are you stupid? Are you dumb? And um, this one is like, what do you mean? Do people actually believe this is real? Unfortunately, yes, because I worked with someone that thought that this was true. Um, I'm not allowed to cut any of my patients' toenails because that's something we leave to the nurses, just because you don't want to fuck that up. Um, but when I worked at the fucking psychiatric hospital, um, we had someone with diabetes, and because he was obviously at a psychiatric hospital, so he had a little bit wrong with him, uh,
Mm-hmm.
and he struggled to take care of himself in that way or just clip his toenails. So, um, I had to tell someone that I was helping to learn the job, like, oh, can you see if he can like trim his toenails, like see if he trusts you enough yet? And they said, doesn't he have diabetes?
Oh my
And I
God.
was like, what what does that have to do with anything? And she was like, you can't. It's like, you can't like cut their nails or their toenails. You have to like tell a doctor to do that because diabetes. And I was like, if you don't cut those damn toenails, like, what are you talking about right now? What are you saying? How are you here? How are you? What are
Oh
your
my god.
qualifications? And what did they teach? Where did they teach you this? People believe crazy shit. Um,
Absolutely crazy.
Number 4, if I eat a lot of sugar, I will get diabetes. Eating sugar does not cause diabetes. I guess this is more towards type 2.
Yeah.
But eating and drinking a lot of sugar or sugary drinks, foods, etc., can cause you to become overweight, which then increases your risk of diabetes. And this is what happened to my grandma. She loved a cheeky snack, but it wasn't that. This is a weird one without getting super scientific in it, which is like, okay, but if eating sugar makes me overweight and being overweight gives me diabetes, then doesn't that mean skipping a step that sugar gives me diabetes? Which is like, okay, smart ass. First of all, Sky, thank you for
Just
5
got in.
months.
Super sorry I am late. Did I miss SMTH?
Yay!
Also, 5 months is crazy.
5 months is crazy. Well, there's always the VOD. I took a citizenship test, and now we are with Ross
Yeah. Hi.
talking about diabetes. So take a seat. People sit, Sky. We are mid class. You're late. But yeah, sugar doesn't equal diabetes. There's more steps to it than that, and unfortunately, the body is a complicated thing. So it's not that linear. Okay. So if someone's eating a shitload of sugar, don't be like, you be careful, you don't get diabetes now. Because as long as they can create enough insulin to combat it, and they like exercise and take care of themselves otherwise, they might get away with eating as much sugar as they goddamn like. Okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Myth 5. Type diabetes is mild. What? There is no such thing as mild diabetes. And if type 2 is not managed, it can be just as life-threatening and can lead to life-threatening complications. So, no such thing as mild diabetes. You're gonna say, my diabetes, type 2, that's for pussies. Not that anyone's saying that, but don't say that. Myth 6 is that diabetes only affects fat people. I think this is a super common one just because of type 2 and the stereotype with type 2. It is not true. Diabetes affects all types of people, and even with type 2, it's not 100% of people with type 2 that are overweight. You can be underweight and have type 2 diabetes. Like, it's not like a overweight exclusive.
Yeah.
I just hate stereotypes.
Me too.
And those are the myths. And then the Q&A segments. But
Oh my gosh.
I guess this is the perfect time to also go. Are there any questions in general, ones that I could hopefully answer? Because again, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I'm an expert, but
Yeah.
most people I know with diabetes were skinny. Like, if you need an example, Bilzo, right? Because he's really thin. I can't remember what type. Well, do you remember what type Bilzo has? I think he has type 1 as well. No.
Yeah. Type 1.
Yeah.
And I think he also got it from COVID, which is crazy.
Damn. I wonder the percentage of people that their diabetes got triggered by COVID.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I think it is increased. It is a big amount.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. I'll start asking questions because I have some like really. I love a good hypothetical. So some of these are a bit interesting. Do you, as like a streamer, do you like avoid playing like horror games or certain amount of games that stress you out because you would then get stressed and that would in turn mess up your levels?
Honestly, no. If I'm honest, I might seem like I have my life and my sugar together, but I do not. I think I have it together more than a lot of people. But honestly, during stream, it is always it's literally always random. I feel like I'm never a good level before stream. And just in stress in general, I feel like it's so hard to predict. It's actually such a smart point. Like, I should actually think about that. with like horror games and stuff. But sometimes I this is kind of off topic of it, but I find if I have higher blood sugar, I feel like my streams are better quality. It just which sounds kind of crazy, but
Is there like something in
because
the air?
I think it's because like I'm not mentally like as present, so I can just yap. Like I can yap my head off, and like not be well, like like not be worrying as much, because my body's just kind of energized. I'm kind of like, oh yeah, this, and this, and this, and energy and vibes. But obviously that's not a good thing. So it's like maybe that makes me care about my sugar a little bit less when I stream, because I'm kind of like
That's fucked. I'd
like
be
obviously.
so bad about that. I'd like purposely make it
Mhm.
crash if it's a good stream. Oh man.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, it's crazy. I feel like to do a stream, basically the biggest issue I have with my diabetes is if it's high, I get very emotional or angry or stressed. Like it messes with my emotions so much. So I think that's the most frustrating thing for streams, where I'll be like really angry, but like it's hard to like it's not hard to hold that back, but it's just like other people don't deal with that, you know? And it's just like a frustration of like having to keep myself like happy and upbeat when like my body is like not, you know? Um I think that's the only stream has so many impacts of to do with my
Yeah,
sugar.
it's oh yeah, it just affects so much, doesn't it? Because I should have shown the
Hmm.
panko video. That was actually on like the to-do list of this segment. The first thing was to show the panko video, but I totally forgot.
Oh,
Um,
that's fair.
uh, but I can't like the idea of it just causing your emotions to be kind of all over the place, as you said, or like more,
Hmm.
I have things that also just cause my emotions to kind of just randomly become a wreck, and it's very frustrating. When he was like, it's just
Yeah.
frustrating, I was like, I totally get that, and it feels like unfair. It's like, why do I have
Yeah.
I guess in your case, monitor all these things and have all these things and blah blah blah, and no one else does, but I have
Yeah,
to just
especially
keep going.
especially creators. Like I'm always thinking like, bro, they've done that thing. Like if I didn't have it, maybe I would be able to keep up with as many things as other creators. Like it's that
Oh
feeling of
my
like,
god, that hits home.
yeah, and it hurts, you know, because you're like I want this just as much as them, maybe even more, you know. But
Mm.
like it's so hard that my focus has to be elsewhere just for me to like extend my lifespan. Like if I don't want to die like 20 years earlier, like I have to be on it, you know, which is a
Mm.
crazy mentality just in general to have to like consider. Um,
Yeah, trying to pursue a career, and to
mhm.
be fair, I feel like there are a lot of streamers with disabilities.
Yeah,
Um,
that is very
I
true.
feel like that's like a consoling thought. I feel like especially
Mhm.
autism and ADHD, like ADHD
Yeah.
especially, is super common in the Twitch space.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
it's nice that there's at least a community of that around here. But I imagine for people that are in different, like pursuing different careers with,
Yeah.
disability or diseases or conditions, whatever, it's like hard to exist, let alone keep up with what you want to be doing. Which is just
That's
what you said, but in my own words. But like, I
yeah.
totally get it. Um,
No, it's fair.
and then,
Um,
does it ever? Sorry, this is so deep. You don't have to answer this.
no, it's
Um,
fair. It's fair.
but does it ever like get to your self-esteem? Like the
Um,
I don't know how to word it. The thought of like, I could word it like a second ago. God
no
damn it.
worries.
Not
No
like,
worries.
do you hate yourself because of diabetes? That's not what I mean. I mean, does it
Mhm.
affect your motivation? I guess is a better way to word it than self-esteem. Of like, I want to keep
Um,
going, I want to keep doing this, but
I feel like it
I'm
does a little bit
tired.
in a good way, because for me, I feel like I can't see myself doing any other job options that won't like totally exhaust me, or like like it's so good that I'm at home. Like I have people present in case of anything. I don't have to do a lot of movement because obviously, obviously, like exercise is slay, and having a job that has a lot of exercise is slay, but also that more exercise changes the way insulin reacts, which is a whole big learning curve. So not having to do that while doing a job is like it feels more comfortable, like the comfortability. Because I'd love to do acting, like that's what I've always wanted to do, that's what I've studied, whatever. But I feel like in my head I have shut off that option now. I'm like, if I'm honest, getting through all of the tough parts of acting in general, like the industry's crazy, whatever, and then having diabetes on top just feels like a goal that, like, it sounds terrible, but kind of isn't worth pushing for, like,
Yeah, the
the
health risk.
stress and and just like feeling fulfilled with my life. And so I feel like streaming does really feel like the only option that I feel passionate about and that I'm already have a stance in that is like, you know, comforting, and I can push for that, you know, I can push for that.
And we wouldn't get your lovely castles otherwise. So.
Oh, yeah, that's my favorite thing.
Yeah. You know you ate. Yeah, you're right, actually. Yeah, I think that was like the main questions I had. But chat, if you have any, Oh, someone asked where do people get insulin from? Are there donors or something?
So, I'm pretty sure insulin. Okay, I could be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure they can't, like, it's, oh my god, what is the word? It is like fake. Like they grow it, kind of, I think.
Yeah, we can't extract insulin from humans.
Yeah. So that's I really want to say it's something to do with animals, but I really don't think it is. I think they learned from animals and then they synthetic
It
insulin.
was pigs and cows, I think.
Oh, really?
I just pulled that from the back of my brain. Because we actually take a lot of things from pigs. Like anything that it's really bad. The amount of testing that human beings do on pigs and cows. I think it was originally pigs and cows, but it's probably artificial now because we love animals. Portal MG, thank you for the raid. Be seated, we're educational segment. Every raid I get, I'm like, shut up. Okay. Hope you had a lovely stream, Portal MG. What did you get up to? Oh, you have a horn. Oh my god. I should have a louder raid emote. Mine's like, I'm here. And that's kind of it. I should get a loud one. I'm gonna outdo you and get like a massive trombone for no fucking reason. Play a saxophone. That's a way to get attention.
I think that's good.
Yeah, I think we get insulin nowadays artificial, but initially was pigs and cows. But I think they probably should probably stop making all these diabetic people inject insulin we get from pigs and cows. So I think, not a doctor, they just call me one.
Yes.
How does exercise affect diabetes?
This is a big one. I feel like you can kind of guess with type 2. It helps. It just, to be honest, I feel like you can't really use exercise to fix type 1 at all. Like, sure, it can be managed, but it obviously it doesn't fix. Like, I'm stuck with this for life. Whereas type 2, you kind of can reverse it in some cases.
Yeah.
So the reason, to be honest, every single diabetic I've met, well, I lie. Most diabetics I have met love to do exercise because exercise increases your blood flow, right? Which means that insulin, not only it goes to all the right places and is used properly, but also it makes it makes your body more sensitive to insulin. So that means that you don't need to take as much insulin when you eat things. if you're going to do exercise after, because obviously your body is going to use that insulin better than if you didn't do exercise. So a lot of people do swimming, a lot of people do running, just to. I think it can also make your levels like more even. I think there's a study on that. And also, if you have really high blood sugar, if you do a lot of exercise, it can lower it down, which is really helpful. So a lot of people, if their sugar's super high, they go for a run or they go for a walk.
Exercise is
so-
so good, just for everything.
Yes, yes.
If you have a problem, go for a walk.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
Hmm.
How does caffeine affect your energy levels? I
Um, mhm.
I don't think it affects caffeine, right? It doesn't affect how your body.
Not really.
It would affect the sugar. Like if you're having the kind of coffee where it's like a sad scoop of grains and then 20 tons of sugar, then that's a different story. But if you're having like a black coffee with no sugar, I think it's a different part of your body that reacts to that.
I think it can impact, but I feel like ages ago I talked to someone about this. I think it can impact the way your body uses insulin or uses carbs and everything, but I don't exactly know personally for myself how it impacts it, or I just ignore the impacts. You know what I mean?
That's so fair. No, I'll
Yeah.
correct myself. I didn't mean like
Mhm.
the caffeine. It doesn't do anything. It's so fine. It's so chill. It's so okay. It's not that. I just mean that
Uh-huh.
like caffeine doesn't directly become glucose in the same way.
Oh yeah.
Is definitely an easier way for me to word that.
Mhm.
Caffeine's a fucking ballpark that I haven't really. Here's the thing about caffeine. I
Mhm.
don't want to research it too much because I ingest so much caffeine. I'm scared of what I will learn.
Yeah.
So I
You smile and wave,
smile away.
but instead drink the caffeine. Me too, to be honest.
Because I know it's bad for you. And I know it's
Yeah.
also very addictive. So I'm just like, la 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 la.
Exactly.
Are there any more questions? Because I'm reaching
Mhm.
the end of the.
Yeah. Woo!
I wish I could think of any more. My brain is so fried.
I can provide a little bit of info if that is of help.
Oh, someone asked
Um,
about sleep. I
yes,
didn't see that one. Sorry,
sleep.
Nixie.
Honestly, I think I just need a lot more sugar. Sugar, oh my god, a lot more sleep than a normal person. I think I've started to realize this because obviously your body's
Working.
just working all day, you know? And I don't think 8 hours is enough. So I think that's a thing.
And
If your blood
sorry, go ahead.
You're good. I was just gonna say if your blood sugar's high, like your body runs high, which makes sleep rubbish, especially in summer. But that's pretty much all.
Well, if your
Mhm.
levels are super bad, or like let's say you're someone that has only just learned they have diabetes or something, so you don't really know how to manage it properly, the frequent urination, wouldn't you be waking up during the night to use the bathroom? Wouldn't that mess
Oh.
up with your sleep? Because I had an infection that made me urinate frequently, and I did not sleep throughout that bitch because I just got going to the bathroom every hour.
Oh my gosh. Oh
It
no.
was really bad. And I was like, what caused this? Please help. And they're like, girl, I don't know. It just happens. And I was like, what do you mean it just happens? Anyway,
No.
I'm still healing.
Oh.
mentally.
Oh my god. It'd be like that. For me personally, I haven't really had that, but that is a shout. I definitely think that could be
I'm glad you
that could be
haven't
something
had it.
people.
It's miserable.
Thank
You
you.
start to wonder how worth it is to just pee in your bed. Like that's how desperate it gets.
Oh
It's
no.
not good. But
Oh my gosh.
I always went to the bathroom.
You slayed.
How does it affect travels or any trips in different countries? I guess this definitely is quite relevant to you because TwitchCons.
Yes. Well, I'm not supposed to walk through x-rays because my devices can explode.
Oh, do you want to explain your devices?
Yeah, I can do
Or
that.
I can pull up the Panko video if that makes it easier, because I know you guys put like.
Mm-hmm.
I should have played that anyway. Wait, hold on. Yeah,
Oh,
everyone
that's
that
fair.
doesn't know about the devices is like, your what can explode? What are we talking about? It's just on your Twitter, right?
Yes.
I think I retweeted it. I don't know.
It should be in the highlighted or something. I don't know what.
I have a look-sees. I have a little look.
Yay. Um.
Here we go.
Yes.
This may just be the best video on the internet right now.
Oh, thank you.
I remember when it came up on my feed, I was out and about, so I couldn't listen to it. And I watched it and I used the captions, but I could hear it slightly. And I was like, wow, whoever's voicing this over, it just sounds like a bass guitar. All I hear is I was like, this person is just like and then I got home and I watched it again. I was like, oh, it's derpy. It just has a really deep voice.
That's so.
But that was
that's
funny.
Exactly.
And I
the
let him
vibe.
know, and he was like, what the fuck? It's my fault. You're like, sorry. It's fun to say.
No, it's
Okay.
accurate.
I think they should be able to hear this.
Yay!
Oh no, they can't. I just literally just disabled the audio. Hold on. I kept getting jump scared by the sound of the auction, so I got rid of the executable. Okay.
This is Panko. Panko on the outside is the same as all the others, but on the inside, he's a bit different. One day, Panko got really sick. He got better, but now he has to spend the rest of his life watching this graph. It changes when he's stressed, it changes when he's angry or emotional, it can even change based off the weather. But the main factor of its change is eating, specifically foods with carbs and sugar in them. Panko has type 1 diabetes, and this graph is his sugar level. When it's too low, Panko needs sugar to make it higher, and when it's too high, he needs an injection of insulin to bring it down. It doesn't stop for Panko. Sometimes everything really sucks. But it makes it easier for him when the people around understand and look out for him. Panko wants you. Come help him share his experience and raise money so that life can be easier for people like him.
He's such a papa.
This is Panko.
Ah.
Slay.
Ah, it keeps playing.
Oh
Panko playing.
my gosh, it's haunting you. It's haunting you now.
Oh my god.
Um.
So your
Yeah.
device.
Yes, I have two.
You have two.
Yes.
Oh
I
yeah, you
literally-
have your to measure and then the pump.
Yes. So, so Pilly drew that video. So the graph that you saw is basically exactly how my sugar level looks in the app. I use something called a Dexcom. There's a lot of different brands that people can use. And the Dexcom will check every 5 minutes the sugar level, and it will put it on a little graph, and it will tell me whether it's high or whether it's low. And then I've only just got my pump. I got it a week before TwitchCon, so I'm still very, very new to the insulin pump. But I have a little remote, and I can put my sugar level in, and it will tell me a correction dose. Or every time I eat, I have to put my carbs in, and it will give me a dose as well, which is really cool. But I have to change the pump, the insulin pump, every 3 days for the rest of time, and I have to change the sugar level one every 10 days. So it's a lot of changing.
Yeah. My my grandma, just the Panko video reminded me again. But Dave explained
Yeah,
devices. I'm sure
course.
people are like, wow, modern medicine is so cool. My grandma unfortunately still has to use like the finger pricks. Like she has to test it by like pricking her finger. So my grandmother, I love her so much. She is a very anxious person. She's like super anxious. Total badass, but So
Yeah.
she's constantly stressing over her levels because she developed type 2 like during my lifespan. So it's not been like 20 years. Like, and she's like 60 something. So she went most of her life without it. But she stresses so much about her levels all the time, and because she has to prick her fingers, she uses more tests than she should. Like, she has a
Oh
certain
yeah.
amount for free because it's like, this is more than enough. Like, this is all you'll need. But because she's so paranoid, she secretly buys more and tests it way more than
Aw.
she should. So the top of her, all of her fingers are just like rock solid from the scarring. Just to stress to everyone, like, this isn't this it affects people's lives. Like, I witnessed my grandmother stress over this so much.
Yeah.
And constantly check her levels. I'm like, Grandma, like, you checked 10 minutes ago. It's not gonna be any different, or like, it's not gonna suddenly plummet to,
Mhm.
but
I.
the more,
Mhm.
sorry, the more
No,
like,
you're good. You're good.
like, I remember watching you use your device when we were in that the Hollywood
Yeah.
place in Rotterdam, and
Mhm.
I remember peeking over your phone, I think, and then I was like, oh wait, I'm sorry, I'm being so nosy. I just want to see this. I want to see it in
Oh, it's
action.
fun.
Um, I just wish my grandma had stuff like that. I think it's so wonderful that things are being
Yeah.
developed where you don't have to just constantly fucking make your finger bleed every 5 minutes, and you can just kind of check whenever. Um,
I feel like she's so valid for that because I think I was very worried about it as well. But unfortunately, obviously, I'm so grateful for the NHS, like that I can get all my stuff for free. However, they are very, very stingy on what they will provide you.
I knew you'd
So
say stingy.
yeah, it's actually so unfortunate because it is like a very anxious thing. Like I'm limited to my certain amount a month, and if I ask for more, it's a no straight away. Um, if I miss it, like that's on me. It's another stress to always be remembering. And I'm pretty sure I worked out that I could only use up to 4 testing strips a day.
Ooh.
And that that is scary because it's like if you've used 3, like you might not have enough for the rest of the month if you use it 3 more times, you know? Um and I think I agree that the devices are super helpful. However, you're not allowed the devices unless you have your sugar manageable. So not only is that an extra stress to be like, oh my god, I gotta be on it, but it's hard to be on it because you're not like really enabled to fully
Be on
like
it.
learn it and be on it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what
Um,
I was saying. Like, my grandma paid out of pocket to get extra tests because the amount they were giving her just
yeah.
wasn't enough, and she was so paranoid that I
Mhm.
remember, because my grandpa is a bit stingy with money, just because he is the way he is, and although he's super
Yeah.
supportive of my grandma managing her health and stuff, um, he doesn't quite grasp the concept of being paranoid over such a thing. He's like, well, the doctor gave you this amount, why do you need any more? So she felt the need to secretly buy more,
Uh-huh.
which was often me or my dad's task to like go buy like literally like 30 extra strips or like up to 50,
Mhm.
um,
Mhm.
just so she wouldn't be like all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, witnessing the stress is so stressful. I can't imagine actually being the person stressing.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, she's okay.
I think that's the other thing as well. Like I think I've definitely learnt with the event. Like I've talked about it a lot, right? Like I've been like trying to educate. Like I've said, all of my brain, all of my knowledge, I have shared probably throughout this whole event. But then like I'll go offline and I'll be like, wait, but I actually still have to deal with this. You know, like after my day of doing my whatever build by build stream, like it might be 3 a.m. I go to bed, but I still have to change my pump on my own in my room. You know, I still
Yeah,
have to like it's not a I feel like it's so much more than just words that I feel like I've even realized I've like started to realize more. And I think that it can be very like isolating and stuff as well for like I wish someone was there to be like, oh, I'll help you do your sensor, but it's not like that at like 3 a.m. or when you're out and about, you know, like having to do it in public or whatever, like that's always like on like I got to carry it, you know, and that's why for me I think even just people knowing the definition and knowing that it isn't, as well, again, like insecurities, like I'm always so conscious of people, like even creators, meeting creators and being like, oh, I didn't specify I was type 1. Do they, like, are they judging like my body? Like, is that how, like, because obviously that's all the stereotypes. And I think not only is it really hard to deal with, but it's also on top of that, the unhelpful stereotype that's been so pushed. Um, that I didn't ask for, like I get this thing. I'd expect to be thrown into this whole thing with people being supportive and knowing it, but they don't. There is no knowledge, there is no um like support, but that's because of the education. Like people haven't been told, so they can't support how in a way that is helpful, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I even, before I called you, I don't know if you saw, I asked
Mhm.
my chat, like, you know, like, one in chat if you are someone or know someone with diabetes, two in
Mhm.
chat if you don't. The percentage was wild. Like, pretty much everyone
Yeah.
put 1. So, I
Mhm.
just, it's, we all know someone with it, realistically. Or, if not, we probably have it. Like, we probably are that person.
Yeah.
And yet, so little is known. Like, I feel like people, if you ask anyone off the street that it isn't close with someone that has diabetes or has diabetes, what's the difference between
Mhm.
diabetes type 1 and type 2, or what actually is diabetes other than something to do with insulin? Most people don't know the answer, which is
Yeah.
just so crazy. That it's not taught more. I obviously went through the Spanish education system, and then I went to med school, so I know a bit more than your average
Mhm.
Joe, but it's just insane. How can we know
Yeah,
so little?
definitely.
um,
It's crazy.
But thank you so much for
Of
hopping in
course.
and helping. And Chad, say thank you, say thank you, say thank you right now.
Thank you. Thank you for
I
inviting me. I
appreciate your
really
time.
appreciate
It's
it.
okay. I'm sorry I couldn't take a part in Build by Build, but it looked like they were fantastic. All the builds are so cool. I had a look see at
Thank
everyone's stuff in
you.
the awards. It was so cool. And
I
you
appreciate
guys
it.
can find Ross. I've added her in the title, so you can go there. You can do twitch.tv/RossCumber, and Ross does very cozy streams. If you enjoy my cozy vibes, I think you'll enjoy Ross's streams because they're very cozy. They're very nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Um, yes. Thank you,
Yes.
Ross. Thank
Of
you.
course. Of course. Thank
I
you.
hope
Thank
you have
you.
the most lovely evening of all time.
Right back at you. And right back at chat.
Of
I hope.
all
I hope.
time.
Oh, thank you.
I will
Yay.
talk to you later. See you around.
See you. Bye
Thank
bye.
you,
Bye
Ross.
bye.
Bye. I need to stop waving at people in VC so they can't see me. Oh, Ross is so sweet. Ross is so sweet. I love Ross very dearly. Whoa. Oh, that was just a light. That scared me. Ah. Oh, I'll take off educational segment. Yep. I'll just put yep. When in doubt. I feel more awake. That was good. I honestly started streaming. I was like totally asleep. Ross, it's no problem. It's no problem. It's no problem. Please, thank you for hopping on. I was like, I don't really want to sit here as someone that doesn't have diabetes and just be like, so guys, let's talk about diabetes. I would rather have you present and talk about your experiences and stuff. Because sure, I could point to my grandma or like the friends I have or the clients I have, but I do enjoy doing these more educational things because I just like the idea of actually teaching people things that I consider important or that like should be considered important. Like I remember when I did the naming 100 women but like educational version for International Women's History Month or Women's History Month. That was a lot of fun because seeing that people are actually sat there learning and like listening to things is just nice. I don't know. And I don't even like. It's one of those things where I don't give a fuck if literally everyone leaves. I'm like, not everyone. I'm like, as long as there's one person sat there learning, I will stay live. Fuck the statistics and the analytics. Okay, if one person is sat there listening, I'm gonna keep talking. I hope you all learned something. At least one thing, I hope, or I'm a really, really, really bad teacher. Let me close close all this. We don't need that anymore. Cool. Market. That will be me. I am sad. Yeah, chat. I'll keep it real with you. I have so much to do, and now that Ross Cumper's gone, what's the point? So I'll be ending soon. I need to go fix the Patreon server, for fuck's sake. It's giving me the hardest time in the world. I contractually have such a neutral stance on bisect, it's insane. But exclamation mark Patreon. Now's a good time to subscribe. You've got plenty of you actually have early access fit check right now, which I was supposed to post on Instagram, but I didn't realize that it compresses images that aren't sized correctly to fuck. So why do I have hiccups? You'll get an Instagram post at some point. But if you want to see it now, there's a Patreon for you. You get to get stream gear to me, such as what I did at the start of the stream. You get to see how I do my makeup. You get to there's a lot. Okay, you can just take a peek. And if not, you always have the Final Strike of Lightning, which I wrote, which you can buy. Yep, I did my job. Meow. Yep. Just meow. So we're gonna raid Akko. Akko's on Hoplite. But I don't care what he is doing because I love stars so much, I just want to raid them. Okay. Chat, I'll see you Tuesday. And on Tuesday, hopefully, we'll be playing some Minecraft. Rare Crowfang Minecraft stream. I know. And on Tuesday, I should actually be in quite a good mood. I've got very exciting things happening on Tuesday, and I might even announce what it is on Tuesday. We don't know. It's KFIX. So, look around. I don't know. Keep your eyes peeled. Love you all dearly. I'll see you around. Have fun with Akko. Raid messages. Kaka. If you're subbed, you can use the emote, and if you're not subbed, sorry. Yep. Bye, guys.